So first I'm gonna start off by seasoning the roast with some garlic powder and some onion powder, some pepper. This is a big roast, so you wanna make sure you season it really well. Got some salt. I'm using pink salt. Next I'm gonna use my Tbsp Eat Special seasoning. You can get that on my website. It's an all-purpose seasoning. Then flip it and do the same exact thing. I'm taking some olive oil and I'm just gonna pour a little bit of that on there just so I can rub that into there. Because we're gonna go ahead and sear this. Just gonna mix that in because I wanna get the sides too, if I can. Just put all that seasoning all around the whole thing. So we're just gonna sear this on both sides so we can get the most flavor out of this before it goes into the crock pot. Okay, now we're gonna cut up our veggies while we got that cooking. So I got 4 of these. You can add more if you like. And cut my onion. I'm actually gonna leave these whole too as well, like not all the way whole, but just like that. Okay, now I'm gonna take some tongs. I'm gonna go ahead and flip, roast over. Stir the other side. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and add in our veggies to our crock pot. I'm gonna go ahead and brown this on the side. It's really hard to pick up, so you gotta be careful. Go ahead and add your pot roast over top of the meat. So in the skillet, I'm going to add a little bit of chopped onions in here. Fry those up. And some green peppers, just a little bit of green pepper. I'm going to fry that up. So you can add this into the pot. So I'm gonna put on a stick of butter. I'm gonna add in a few bay leaves. Like 3, put like 3 bay leaves in there. Throw in some thyme. And I'm also gonna add in a Lipton mushroom and onion pack. Then we're gonna go ahead and add in our peppers and onions that we sauteed. In there. Okay, lastly, you're gonna add in your beef broth. Now we're just gonna cover this and cook it for 8 hours on low, or half for 5 hours. Okay, so I'm just gonna drain some of the liquid out of our pot roast because it's so much and we don't need all that. And I want to make this thickened up like a gravy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some of the liquid out. Okay, now, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a roux, well, flour, and I'll mix it with a little bit of beef broth. And I'm gonna put it in here so that it can thicken this up. See, this is like very, very tender, y'all. It's really tender, look. It just falls right off. It's just so, so tender. Okay, now, since you got some of the liquid out, you can go ahead and season it. If you need more salt, whatever you need, more flavor. Now you don't have all that liquid in there, so you can go ahead and take advantage of, you know, not seasoning all that liquid that you're not even gonna use. So it's flavorful already, but I'm gonna add more, some roux and the seasonings that we seasoned the meat with, which is onion powder, garlic powder, my Tbsp seasoning, some salt and pepper. Take some of that broth and I'm gonna make me a roux. That's probably about enough. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of flour at a time and just sprinkle it in. And just mix it around into there. Probably should do it the other way. Put the flour in and mix the liquid in a little at a time. That way you can make sure there's no clumps. Pour that in there. Okay, we're gonna just mix that up, and that's gonna make our sauce thicker. Gonna pour that on the sides right here. Now you don't have to do this. This is totally optional. But I want some gravy for my mashed potatoes. I want it a little bit thicker. I don't want it to be so watery and thin. Now, if you don't want the mushrooms in here, you can go ahead and remove those as well. But I want mine in there because I want to eat them. I put those in there because we were doing onion mushroom Lipton pack. And so I wanted the flavor. But you do not have to do that. You can take them out or just don't add them at all. But I like mushrooms, so I didn't mind them in there. So guys, this is how I make my pot roast. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share.